The local project video, is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform designed to sell anything.
When I come to the Six Square House, I really have two almost conflicting feelings. The first is a sense of calm and tranquility, and also a sense of wonderment as you wander through this landscape and encounter different environments. My name is Brian Young. I'm the founding principal of the design and architecture firm Young Projects based in New York City. I'm also the co-founder of the furniture gallery Verso. We're here at the Six Square House in Bridgehampton, New York. The context of the landscape, it is in some ways rural at the same time as part of the Hamptons community. The site is approximately 1.6 acres. Towards the east, there's a historic farmhouse from the 1850s that we did a gut renovation to, as well as a contemporary addition. The Six Square House is in the middle of the property, pushed to the south, so that you can really experience the full perimeter of the property. You're also able to have access to the pool house, which is towards the west, and you have incredible sunsets. Expanding a bit on the client's brief, if one of the first goals was to ensure that the house would have a relationship with the landscape, the second goal was to think about how the house would serve her family. The Six Square House is approximately 3,000 square feet, and it serves as a kind of inner sanctuary, a very kind of tranquil and calm space where my client and her immediate family would be able to come and be somewhat removed from her in-laws and other guests who come and visit during the summer and stay in the front house. So to walk a little bit through the program or the organization of these 6 volumes, when you first drive down the long driveway and come upon the house, the first view are 2 symmetrical gables. In between the 2 is a walkway that will take you to the front door that allows you to enter into the house right in the center. The square that's in the middle that we're sitting in right now is the kitchen volume. And then to the back is the primary suite and primary bathroom. So again, each one of these volumes takes on a specific program that then can be reconsidered over time, and that's what gives the house a sense of flexibility in terms of its plan. The 6 squares in their arrangement also have leftover equilateral and isosceles triangles. So for example, the courtyard in the middle of the Six Square House is a triangle by virtue of where the squares are located. In that sense, the courtyard becomes an inner sanctuary. It's an area in which the landscape of the courtyard can be experienced from anywhere within the house. So from the outside, if each of the 6 volumes can be read as autonomous elements, from the inside you begin to realize that in fact they're conjoined in a very interesting way. It was also really important to make sure that the house wouldn't feel foreign or alien within the site. The first step to mitigate this condition was to ensure that we had views from the interior to the most significant pieces of vegetation on the site. Behind the house, in a more private area, there's an incredible fern garden. Just to the north of the Six Square House, there's an open lawn condition. To the east of the Six Square House, you arrive and you first see the 2 gabled forms through a field of wild indigenous flowers. The exterior of the 6 Square house is essentially clad in 2 different species of wood. The Akoya wood, which is dark and charred, is used to clad the entirety of the exterior as well as the roof volumes. At the patio, which is open air, and at the courtyard, we shifted from the dark Akoya wood to natural cedar, and that was a decision to bring a kind of warmth to the areas of the house that you would sit underneath and not necessarily want to have the same slightly heavier quality that you have on the outside. The interior of the house is relatively neutral. The client has an incredible art collection, and it was critical to ensure that the walls of the house really served to almost be a domestic gallery space. The windows are from Duratherm and they're wood, white oak. The floors are also white oak. In the kitchen, the island is a Calcutta. We folded each edge in order to give a little bit of thickness, some heft and weight to the island, and also to do something that feels very peaceful and very kind of calm. Right now at the 6 Square house, every piece you see on the floor is something that comes from Verso. We're working with, for example, a young Brazilian company named Estúdio Rain, who have made these incredible, voluptuous wood pieces and exist throughout the house. I'm extremely proud to begin to see the ways in which the client has used this house in a manner that's completely unexpected in terms of how it was designed. And it's really wonderful to begin to realize that the house can be a vehicle to provoke conversation, to have unique experiences that have nothing to do with the initial planning.
This The Local Project video is sponsored by Squarespace. Since 2003, Squarespace has helped entrepreneurs launch their own websites and stand out from the crowd.
We've been using Squarespace for approximately 6 years now, predominantly to showcase our work on a visual platform, but also to engage with clients.
My website design is really important. Obviously, we're in a very visual industry. I first chose to build my website with Squarespace because the website templates are really aesthetically pleasing and they're super easy to use. So there's lots of variation to them, but you can add your own little bit of personality and flair, and you can just make it a bit more custom to your brand.
For us, it's really important how the site links into all the social media platforms, which are ultimately a massive part of our business as well. And the more interactive these can be and the better they talk to each other, the better the results are for us.
Squarespace is the all-in-one platform designed to sell anything, from physical products, digital content, courses, appointments, and more.